Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. In today's video, we're talking the Korean Skincare World Rankings 2026. Every quarter, the biggest online retailers of Korean skincare release their top 10 bestsellers lists. I am always all over this because I kind of nosy. I want to see what people have been buying and trying when it comes to their own skincare routines. However, as I always say, best selling doesn't mean best performing. And so let's take a look at these bestsellers and work out whether any of them are hidden gems that could fit perfectly into our own skincare routine, or whether the majority of them are just hype over substance. Strap yourselves in and let's talk the Korean Skincare World Rankings. Now, this is actually part of a series that I run here on the channel. It's a quarterly video that I film updating you guys on what is best selling when it comes to K skincare. These are my honest thoughts, feelings, opinions, which as always aren't sponsored and never in paid partnership. I don't do sponsorships with any of the big Korean skincare brands or retailers because I pride myself on my independence, speaking from the heart and never the wallet. So if you want to support me as a truly independent voice in the skincare community, the very best way of doing that is by reaching down and giving the video a big thumbs up and a like. The more likes a video gets, the more widely YouTube will distribute it on its platform. So from the bottom of my heart, love to each and every one of you. I'd also love to know what your own experience has been with these products. We're all part of one big family here on Mad About Skin, and I value your thoughts, inputs, and opinions. So sound off in the comment section below and give me like your Korean skincare before and after experiences if you've tried any of these products, and let me know how they worked for you. Now, I've got quite a few products to get through today, so let's cut that waffle and delve straight on in. So this top 10 bestsellers list is something that I've pulled together based on the bestsellers profiles of the biggest online Korean skincare retailers. There is a little bit of guesswork in terms of that because I've had to kind of merge all these bestsellers lists together, but this is my best shot, and I have linked and listed all the products mentioned down in the description box below. So if you do want to check the price point, read the reviews, or make a purchase, they're all there. And I've left links to multiple different retailers. And I always say it's worth shopping around to see which is offering the very best discount at the time, because the prices can vary between retailers. So in 10th position is this little perennial favorite. This is the Beauty of Joseon Rice Relief Sunscreen. Now, as I said, I do this video every quarter, and I think, to the best of my memory, there hasn't been a single quarter that this hasn't featured in the top 10 bestsellers. Now, it used to be much higher up in the list, usually somewhere in like the top 3, but now finds itself much lower down, and I think that's because sales in the US have completely dried up. It's really difficult to get the original formula of this if you're shopping from within the US due to regulations from the FDA. Rest of the world, get the original and, in my opinion, the best formulation. If you're shopping from the US, you do have to be really careful because they now do a US compliant version, which is totally different and honestly not that great. If you're shopping outside of the US, this is still a winner. You know, it's been a bestseller for years for a reason. Super lightweight, doesn't distort the skin or make anything look ashy, has some beneficial skincare ingredients in here too, and just gives you a nice touch of hydration. Really, I think this is the product that kick-started the global Korean skincare sunscreen obsession, and it's still going strong. But comes with a huge heavy caveat, and that's to say, like I said, if you're shopping from within the US, make sure you know exactly which formula you're getting. The new updated US compliant one, not great. The original is the best, and unfortunately I know a lot of US consumers have stopped buying this because they don't like their version of the formula, which is probably why it slipped down these rankings, but you still can get it if you shop wisely. And like I said, I've left some links to where you can get the original formula down in the description box because it's still, in my opinion, one of the best Korean skincare sunscreens that exist on the market. Now, in 9th position, we have this little gem. Well, not little gem, this huge gem. This is the Medicube pdrn Booster Gel. Now, Medicube, very popular Korean skincare brand, and they're known primarily for, well, their moisturizers and also their devices. They do quite a few devices. And this is the gel that they sell with the devices to give you the slip if you're using like a massage tool or something like that. I don't use devices because I just forget. I have loads of them and I never use them because I forget or I'm always in a rush and I don't have the time. I'm just not somebody that ever gets on with skincare devices. Nothing wrong with them, just not for me. However, I actually use this as a body treatment. You get a lot of product. I think is there like 300 mil, 400, 300 mil in here. So you get a lot of product. pdrn, great to boost collagen for anti-aging, and it's nicely hydrating. It's a gel formula too, so it's super lightweight, perfect for summer, and yeah, just really, really nice. I love the fact that so many people are on board with this. I suspect that it's a bestseller because people are using it alongside various devices. I mean, you can do that, but honestly, I think just in its own right, it's great as a moisturizer. Top tip is I would apply it fresh out of the shower. I think it works best on damp skin. Have a nice shower, apply this liberally all over the body, and you will be set for the rest of the day. I love it. pdrn, great for anti-aging. I expect to see this shoot up the bestsellers list in the coming months. Watch out for like next quarter's upload. I think this one will be higher. And yeah, I just really, really enjoy it. And like I say, use it with devices if you want, but I think just as a body moisturizer or even a facial gel moisturizer with pdrn, this one is so, so good. Now, the first two definitely hits. In 8th position, we have a bit of a product. This is the Anua pdrn Hyaluronic Acid Mist. Again, pdrn, huge trend in 2025 Korean skincare and coming into 2026, still going strong. Great for anti-aging, boosting collagen and elastin, but I feel that brands have almost got onto the hype train, the craze around pdrn, and it's now found in everything. As with everything, a little is all you need, and I would be wary about having too much pdrn in your skincare routine. This Anua pdrn Hyaluronic Acid Mist is fine, but the pdrn is actually quite low down on the ingredients list, so you're not getting a super high concentration. Hyaluronic acid you don't need as a standalone ingredient. It's in everything else in your skincare routine. And I think the reason this is so popular is it has like the bubbles, little capsules within them, which it's very viral looking. It's great to Instagram, and I get why people are hyped by the look of the product and want to try something different, but honestly, the formulation is nothing special. You can get better pdrn products out there. Anua actually have a whole suite of better products than this, so it's not necessarily I'm saying the brand is bad. It's not, just this isn't one of their best products, and I think it's a shame that this is their bestseller, but I think it's because it's got those capsules held within it, which makes it look super appealing, different and innovative, which is why people are gravitating towards it. You know, there are better pdrn options on the market, and nobody needs this much hyaluronic acid, in my opinion at least. Now, in 7th position, we have the updated version of this. So this has been one of my favorites for years. This is the Numbuzzin Pure Full Calming Water Sunscreen. Spoken about it on the channel a lot, absolutely love it. This actually fell out of the top 10 lists last year, which surprised me because it's one of my favorites, but it's now back in 2026 because it's had a bit of a rebranding. So they've changed the name of it, they've changed the packaging, the way it dispenses, they've just upgraded everything, but the formula is still the same. So I'm still getting through this, and this is the old named Waterful Calming Sunscreen. It's now, I've got it written down so I can give you the right title. It's actually now called the Numbuzzin Clear Filter Sun Essence. Numbuzzin Clear Filter Sun Essence. Same formula, but I think the upgraded packaging just looks more appealing. That's why I think it's selling more. You know, packaging does sell, but fundamentally you should be buying this for the formulation. It's great, new generation sun protection, great if you're looking to cool the skin. If you're somebody that gets very redness prone in summer, this is a great option because it contains ingredients that actually lower the temperature of the skin. Great at fading hyperpigmentation because increasing temperatures of the skin in summer can actually trigger hyperpigmentation. So if you're looking to counter that, this is a great product to do it with. And it does come off, it has a slight, ever so slight greenish hue to it, which will do a light color correction because don't forget, green counteracts red. It's not super noticeable, so it's not like a color corrector, but it just gives you a little bit of color correction. And I think that's quite nice, just balance everything out. This is a dream if you have very redness prone skin and you want to dial back that, help color correct it, and of course take the temperature down if you're someone that gets very hot and flustered in summer. It's a great product. I like the repackaging, I like the rebranding, I think the new name's catchy, and it's just great to see it back in this top 10 because honestly, such a great product. Now in 6th position, well actually in 5th and 6th position, we have two Milky toners. Milky toners are having a bit of a resurgence in 2026. I'm not mad about that. I think milky toners are great for hydration, to calm and soothe, and I covered some of my favorites in a recent video, which I'll leave a link to up there. There are two milky toners back to back. First up, we had the beauty of joseon Glow Replenish Rice Milk. This I think would be higher, but it went viral and then sold out. It was out of stock for the longest time. I think if it weren't for it being out of stock, it would probably be in the top 3. Absolutely love it. Uses rice to help hydrate, plump, smooth everything out, and will gently exfoliate at the same time. Rice enzymes are great at helping to gently slough off some of those dead skin cells, so this is a nice gentle alternative to, say, exfoliating acids. It definitely nourishes, plumps, and just gives you that nice bouncy feel to the skin, and I would probably say this is my current favourite of the milky toners out there. As I said, it would be way higher in this list if it hadn't been out of stock for the past like 3 months, but it's now back, and I think the fact that it was out of stock is really testament to how popular it was. Viral for a reason. I would give this like a 10 out of 10. It is my favourite milky toner. Now, the Tear Milk Skin Toner is probably the most viral of the milky toners out there. Just about every celebrity, content creator, influencer is using it, raving about it. I like it, and what I will say is they do 2 viscosities or 2 formulas. They do a light and the traditional. The traditional is great if you have a dryness prone skin type. The light is great if you have a more oily skin type and need that lighter weight and finish to the skin. The key to success with this product is choosing the one that aligns with your individual skin's needs. So if like me, you're super oily, go for the light version. Don't go for the traditional, the original, and think it's going to work for you. It won't. It'll feel too heavy, weighty, greasy. You don't need that. So shop based on what you need. The light version actually just fell outside of this top 10. I think if you combine the sales of both, it'd probably be in like position number 2 on this list, but they separate them out because they are very much for 2 different skin profiles. If you have a dryness prone skin type, go for the original. If you have an oily skin type, go for the light version. That way, there's something for everyone and you'll just get the best results. I have linked both down in the description box below because, like I say, shopping based on your skin's needs is the key to success with this product. Now, we're also doubling up positions 4 and 3 because they're 2 serums from the same brand that you often actually see sold together. So these 2, this is the Skin 1004 Tone Brightening Capsule Ampule, and this is Skin 1004 Pore Minimizing Fresh Ampule. These 2 are often bought together in sets. You'll see them advertised as such online. This has gone viral, has been like a little bit of a must-have duo over on some other social media apps, and I think that's why people are buying both together, which is why they've gone from being outside of the top 10 bestsellers last year to now holding positions 4 and 3 jointly in 2026. I first spoke about these around 3 years ago on the channel. I love both. I don't know why they're having their viral moment now. I think they always should have been popular because they're amazing. They do different things, and I'm here to say that whilst using them together is a good idea for like a comprehensive outcome, you can also buy one or the other. You don't need to use them together. So the Pore Minimizing Fresh Ampule is peptide based, packed full of peptides, specifically collagen boosting peptides, which over time, if used consistently, will minimize the appearance of pores. Does what it says on the tin, and I love that. This one, which is the Tone Brightening Capsule Ampule, uses tranexamic acid alongside other brightening ingredients to help fade hyperpigmentation and achieve a more even skin tone. So you can minimize the size of your pores, achieve a more even skin tone using the 2 together. They pair really well. They don't pill if you use them side by side, and yeah, they work well. How I would use them actually together, I would take a drop of each in the palm of your hand, work it together, and apply it in one. You can apply them separate if you want, but actually because of the formulation, you can apply the 2 together, save some time, and yeah, as a combo, I think this is great. However, I think the idea that people are saying online, if you're not using these 2 together, you're doing it wrong, is garbage. You can use one or the other, or both together, or not at all. It's your skin. It's up to you. I would just say if you're looking to boost hydration, minimize pores, and just, you know, supercharge your hyperpigmentation routine, using the 2 together is a really, really nice option, and you get a lot of product. There's 100 ml in both of these, and both of them around £12. So for £24, roughly $28, you can get 200 ml of serums, and these will last you like 6 months. So it's quite cost effective too, which I like, but I think the narrative online that you have to have them both together is nonsense. do what works for you. Now, in second place, a little bit of a drum roll, please. Silver position in second place is the Torriden Dive-In Serum. I shouldn't have done a drum roll for this because I actually think this is my least favourite product from the Torriden line. I don't know why this is popular. I don't. If you guys have any ideas why this is so popular, let me know down in the comments. This is just a hyaluronic acid serum. As I said earlier in the video, you don't need a lot of hyaluronic acid. It's in everything. It'll be in your cleanser, it'll be in your serums, it'll be in your sunscreens, your moisturizers. You don't need extra hyaluronic acid. You certainly don't need a hyaluronic acid serum like this. It's not super expensive, which is probably why it's super popular, but I don't think it's needed. I think you can streamline your routine by getting rid of your standalone hyaluronic acid serum. You're getting this in every other step of your routine. This is my least favorite Torriden product. Now, I love their Cell Amazing Brightening Ampule, 5 different forms of vitamin C altogether. That's perfection. I love their firming creams. They're amazing. They have a gorgeous cleanser. Torriden are, their lip balm. Their lip balm is amazing. Torriden are a wonderful, wonderful Korean skincare brand. So it pains me that their best-selling product is their worst. It's probably the one product from Torriden I wouldn't buy. Maybe it's me. Maybe I am the odd one out here and everyone else knows something that I don't. But I just don't get it. I don't get it. So tell me, guys, if you love this product, if you've bought into it, you see the appeal, let me know. Am I missing something? I just don't get it. And then last, but by no means least, and this does deserve a drum roll, please, the bestseller by literally a country mile. So sold triple the second position one is the non-buzzing pdrn Glow Boosting Toner. I've spoken about it on the channel before. I've sung its praises literally on a monthly basis. I never go a day without it. It is the best toner I have ever used. And that comes from somebody who is a toner skeptic. I generally, before I discovered this, rarely used toners. I just didn't see the need for them. This completely changed my perspective on it. It gives you the nicest glow up. It just gives you, I would put a little on it today. It gives you that nice little glow up without looking greasy and oily. It is packed full pdrn, NAD to boost collagen and elastin, help fade your hyperpigmentation. 50 different peptides for anti-aging. You cannot ask for more from a serum. I love it. Top tip as well, don't just use it on the face, take it onto the neck. And if you're wearing something, you're going on a nice night out and you're wearing something a little strapless, put it all over here because it will give you the nicest glow without looking like a glazed donut. You want to find that nice halfway mark between deadpan matte and glazed donut. This is somewhere in between. I love it. I'm not going to say any more about it because I think I've kind of spoken about it quite extensively on the channel already. This is an example of how best selling does mean best performing, and I am just delighted that so many people are using this and hopefully loving it as much as I do. And there you have it. First installment of our Korean skincare bestsellers for 2026. As I said, this is going to be, as always, a quarterly update. I just like sharing with you guys what's super popular and we can digest and find that in the case of this list, I'd say half of them are slam dunk amazingness. The rest of them are either fails or I don't think that's a bad hit rate. I don't think that's a bad hit rate. Thank you for being with me through another Korean skincare bestsellers list. If you have made it to the bitter end, I'm sending you a big kiss for that. Big hug, a big virtual hug, because I think we all need it in 2026. So sending you a big virtual hug. And just say thank you for being part of the bitter end squad. Let me know that you are by leaving the Korean flag emoji down in the comment section below. South Korean flag. It always gives me a little chuckle. I know people do it deliberately now. It's kind of become a bit of a thing on the channel. Obviously, leave the Korean flag, and now about half the people leave the North Korean flag. You leave the flag of your choice, it's fine. All these brands are South Korean brands, but you leave the flag of your choice to let me know that you're part of the bitter end crew, and then I can personally thank you for just being so special to me. So yeah, wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, and love your skin. Take care. Bye.